let's go fall decor shopping. All packed and ready for tomorrow. Going to completely redo the whole entire house. Some airport Qdoba. Okay, y'all, first wedding venue. Good morning, guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Sydney if you're new here. I woke up this morning and the first thing Jay said to me was, if you could do one thing today, what would it be? And it's a Monday morning, so I was like, you know, I don't know why he's asking this, but I'm not gonna question it. Didn't even take me a second thought. Fall decor shopping. I have been wanting to go fall decor shopping. I wanted to this weekend. I have just kind of been going through it a little bit lately, and so I was like, fall decor shopping. He was like, I honestly did not think that we were gonna go fall decor shopping on a Monday. Like, he always has so much work on Mondays. I can kind of like knock out work early in the morning if I need to like do it here and there. I have a little bit more of a flexible schedule, which is nice, so I could take a break, but I did not expect to be able to do this. He said, okay, let's go fall decor shopping. We're gonna hit all the places and at least have a plan. So I'm gonna look on Pinterest and kind of like figure out at least what I want to do fall decor wise and like what I want to swap out. I am so flipping excited, but we have so much going on this week because we have, today we have fall decor shopping and packing for a trip. We are going just an overnight trip to Michigan to look at some wedding venues. So tomorrow morning we head to Michigan and we just stay the night there, and we're going to a couple different ones while we're there, kind of all over the place. It's gonna be a long few days of a lot of driving because we're going like a little bit to northern Michigan. We're staying over where we fly in. We've got a lot of places to knock out very quickly because we don't know where we want to have our wedding, obviously. And then we get back and I have a couple different exciting meetings. We have Jay's mom coming for the weekend for her birthday. I'm babysitting Ty this weekend. I just like am excited for this week. I really am. I can't wait for a weekend of having Jay's mom here. I can't wait to spend time with Ty. Ty's my nephew and I saw him this past weekend and I was just watching videos this morning. I'm like, it puts me in such a good mood just watching cute little sweet videos of him. He's just such a nugget. But yeah, so I wanted to start off this vlog and just say hello, and also I'm going to do a little bit of Pinterest scrolling, knock out a couple emails, and then when Jay gets back from the gym, we're going fall decor shopping. I think we're gonna go to Crate & Barrel, Pottery Barn, maybe Target. I feel like Target's like probably already sold out of everything because everyone's been going to Target like even before it even hit September, so I'm kind of late to the game on that. Not really, but you guys know what I mean. And then I'm trying to think where else you can go. I don't really know of any other places that have fall stuff. Kirkland's, Hobby Lobby, places like that. But also, look at my outfit today. It's Vitality and it launches tomorrow, so it had already launched by the time that you guys are seeing this, but I am obsessed with their new launch. It is like the best thing that they've ever done. It's lots of browns and they've got like a couple different shades of brown, a light pink. It is a fall Sydney launch for sure. Look what came. Oh my goodness. It's a his and hers, Jay. Would you use this?
Absolutely. I love that.
What I like about it is that it has a straw, but it goes away. You know what I mean? So it doesn't just get a bunch of gunk in it. But wow, I love this. Cup holder friendly, rubber base, leak proof. Wow, I'm excited. All right, we're headed into Crate & Barrel first. I don't know if they even have like a ton of fall decor in store. I haven't seen anything, but I saw online that they do, and so it is worth a shot because it's right over here by the International Mall and everything. And then I don't know, I love Pottery Barn, but it's at Hyde Park. Is that a pain to go to? Okay, well, we're gonna start here. Okay, we're home. Also, if you didn't watch my last vlog, entryway table or console or whatever you would want to call this, sideboard, it looks literally amazing. It's probably one of my favorite pieces. It is actually my favorite piece in the house right now. We went to Crate & Barrel and that is as far as we made it because I wasn't feeling well, so we came home instead of going to Target and Pottery Barn. I'm obsessed with the things that we did get, so we got this and we were intending on this going on the kitchen countertop. We have a lot going on over here, so I'm not even going to try that right now, but we are honestly thinking that it could look good up here too, like maybe off to the side. So our vision for right here, we were thinking that we were gonna take off the black handles and we would put silver because we have silver in the kitchen. I don't know if I really want silver on them though. You guys have to let me know what you think. I feel like silver would not look really great on that. I don't know. But we were thinking, we ordered a circle mirror, so that's gonna go right here. Thinking maybe a lamp and maybe like a lamp right here. And then we also just ordered, while we were in Crate and Barrel, a long bowl. It's kind of like almost like a tray bowl type thing that is going to have these in it. And we might need to get another pack because it's pretty dang big. I think it's like 13.5 this way, and then I think it's like 23 going this way. So it's a pretty hefty spot, but I think that it's going to take up a lot of this, which is what we need. So we don't know if we're gonna put the vase here. We also, I mean, these are like just the cutest dang pumpkins in the world. I love these. I think that we have a little bit more fall decor shopping because we just have a couple different spots that I want to fill up. And Jay was like, this is gonna look so good. He's actually the one that found these ones. And at first I'm like, I don't really know if I like them. I want neutral. And he's like, we need to get a little bit of color in here. And he's right. I think those are gonna look really good. And then if we need a little bit of filler, we're also gonna put those in there. We might need to like do a little project and cut some of them down. I don't know what we're gonna need for that, but this is like the coolest vase. All of this pottery, or all of this is Crate and Barrel. We also found a kitchen table, or dining table, I suppose, that we think was gonna go right here. We have a little bit of a dilemma though. So we were thinking, we want to do like, it's the color of this area over here, like it's the lighter of the TV stand, and it would look really good with that. But the problem is this is like a grayish. It has obviously this in it, but it's more of like a gray color. And I just don't know if I want to buy a dining room table based off of those, because I would rather have them match that than have them match the counter stools, just because I'm not married to them. I don't think that we need to have them for years and years to come if we don't need to. Obviously, I've loved them. They're from Amazon and they've been really good, but like I also think the color doesn't necessarily match that perfectly. It doesn't match that perfectly. So if we needed to get new counter stools, so be it, you know. We also, I know you guys are like, are you going to completely redo the whole entire house? Also, don't mind my little palette I made right here. I was not feeling good earlier and I was laying down, and yeah, I need to clean that up. But regardless, look at this couch right here. I think that it just looks a little bit too lived in for me. You know what I mean? Also, this is like me being like so real. The fact that our house is like kind of a little bit of a mess. Long story short, was not feeling good, like I've been saying, and I like came out here this morning and like fell asleep out here, ended up, I don't even know, but we just are in survival mode a little bit. We're being so transparent. I think that I want to put some fall stuff over here, which means maybe we even take that out for now. Maybe we take the baby breath out and we do a little bit something different. And then we also were thinking a different couch is what I was getting at, just because this does look so lived in. And so we found one that we really like, and this one's like pretty, actually we love this couch. It's the comfiest thing in the world, but we wish that we had a TV room or a basement for it, because it's like the best lounge, have a sleepover with your friends and like do that kind of a couch. But it is not really a great for when you first walk in the house. And just honestly, because like the first house we looked at that was already built, it had an upstairs that was almost like a loft area with a TV room, and we thought we're definitely gonna put that in there. And because we really liked that house, we thought that we were gonna go with that one before doing a new build. And I thought that all along we were gonna get a different couch and we would put this one up there. And we just didn't want to do all of that at once. So now we're kind of thinking that originally at Crate and Barrel, we were thinking different pillows for this, because I just think that these pillows are way too small. Obviously, they're normally like all done up and made to look really nice, but they still look too small. So stay tuned on if we do that. I did see this couch in Crate and Barrel while we were in there, and I'm like, I would kind of be sad to see it go, just because it is like the comfiest to just watch TV and hang out, and that's what couches are for. But do you guys see what I mean? Like, just for the sake of like having everyone walk in, because we normally, like, we have a very open floor plan. So it's not like the living room is off to the side. Like it's all shabam, all in your face. So we have plenty of room for a dining table. I think that's gonna go right here, but we're going to put some tape out just to see how much room it is, because if we do get one, we might wanna move the couch up a little bit and have a little bit more room. Originally, we had a light in here, and I don't think I ever even showed that because it was part of the design process. I was like, yeah, I like that. And then when I got in here and it was all done, I thought, no, I do not like how that looks. It just felt so odd to have that there. And I didn't love how it looked in general. Like I didn't like the chandelier. So we just took it out, and I think that we would probably do without a chandelier for now. And then the peanut butter cup situation we've got going on over here. I have them in the refrigerator right now, but I did Hershey's dark chocolate powder, cocoa powder, and some coconut oil, and what else did I put in there? Oh, maple syrup. And then this is some pumpkin spice PB Fit. And I did them in these little mini itty bitty, these are like mini muffins, but they're perfect for a Reese's cup. Like I'm sure that's honestly the exact same size. Here's how we're looking. I've had them in the fridge. Just don't judge by appearance, okay? Don't judge a book by its cover. I am gonna put them in the freezer for a little bit because I don't think the fridge is gonna do it. I don't. We'll come back in like 30 minutes, 20 minutes maybe. And then here is my lunch. I've got lots of veggies and some marinara sauce. And then I'm gonna put some feta on it. Is feta weird on this? I don't know. Whatever. All right, here is lunch today. Actually, it's 3:30. Kind of a second lunch actually, because I did have chicken before we went, but that was at like 11. All right, this would be the size of the couch we were telling y'all about. Honestly, like hardly any bigger, right? Would we take it out more this way, or would we take away the gap over there?
It's just a foot bigger.
Would you rather have it go out further this way?
I mean, we'd say, I think we'd come out to about there, and then the same thing on
Maybe a little move over there too. Okay, what do we think about this? Jay did such a good job. I was like kind of questioning it when we were in there, and I'm like, I don't know if I like it, but he told me that we needed a little bit more color, and he was 1,000,000% right, and this is so fall. Like I was like gravitating towards this one that had like a little bit of blue, and I don't really know what I was thinking because this is such a fall vibe. I mean, this looks perfect.
It does.
Time to pack for me, sugar. Okay, really, Sydney? Time to pack for Michigan. Finally get to use my little carry-on of my bays for the first time. And that's because I normally don't bring both a big bag and a carry-on unless it's a long trip. But I'm only bringing the carry-on because it's just one night. So that'll be good. And I also, wait, what is this right here? I also am just gonna bring a bag to put my laptop in. So let's get to packing. All packed and ready for tomorrow. Okay, y'all, first wedding venue we're looking at right now. Oh my goodness. We have options, but so far, I mean, this is just stunning. There's so much you can do with it, and the shades come open so that you can see the stars at night. Obviously, I don't want to show everything, but this just kind of shows you a little bit of what this one looks like. We haven't even talked over our pros and cons of it or when they have availability, but I just wanted to kind of keep you guys in the loop. There's 2 bars, so there's this one and then there's a huge one over there, so that's pretty cool. And then you can change out everything in here, because that was kind of my question. I was like, I'm really not obsessed with how, I don't know, some of it looks, and like obviously right here you can put greenery all over it, flowers all over it, and then the ceremony area has a couple different areas that it could be. But y'all, oh my gosh, it was kind of like that feeling that I walked in and I was like, wait a second, this is like exactly the feeling I wanted to have, you know? It is so much different than what I envisioned liking, and I know that it takes like seeing all the photos of like how it can come to life, but it just is so different, you know? Okay, we are, I don't even know how to work this car. We're at a gas station right now, just grabbing water, and I think Jay's getting an energy drink because we have a hike of a drive left ahead of us. So we just met my grandma for lunch. It was actually like 3 o'clock or so, but we are so glad that we were able to make that work, because originally we were like, I don't know if we have a second to spare, and I really wanted to see my best friend Lexi. She was like my best friend literally in high school, in the beginning of college. I saw her all the time, and you know those friends that like, it doesn't matter how many years apart, well obviously we see each other a couple times a year, but like we don't see each other all the time. It's like, it always is like we just pick up right where we left off, even when we saw each other every single day. And of course we text a lot, and I was just like, I really don't care if I see you for 2 seconds, just give you a hug. And it didn't work out because we got this freaking Tesla and we didn't want an electric car. We had no choice because we were gonna have to wait. We were gonna be late to go see a wedding venue. And then we got into the car, it had 7% or something like that. Oh, it was literally not even gonna make us to the wedding venue. So we were late to the tour of it because of this dang Tesla. I'm like, how are you gonna have a rental car at the airport, have us get in this, and then it was literally dead? And we're like, I don't know, maybe that lasts a while in a Tesla. It starts going down instantly. Like, it does not last long at all. And yeah, so that happened. We got there, it was really not that big of a deal because the tour didn't take long to just like go through and talk about things. And then we met my grandma, which we had to drive I think like an hour and a half or so to meet her. So we've been all over the place, but I just am so upset that I wasn't able to see Lexi. So we'll have to plan something. I think we're gonna see each other in like a month or so, possibly sooner, depending on, she's in dental school right now. So it's so hard to like figure out her schedule and what will work for both of us to get together. Oh, I was like, dang, that really got my hopes up, but that's okay. So glad I got to see my grandma, and we went to a little Mexican restaurant, and now we are headed to our hotel, which I think we have like a 4.5 hour drive or so. We have a hike, and we just like sat and charged the Tesla for a while, and we're at 78%. So hopefully that at least gets us majority of the way there. We're like, we need to get on the road before it gets really dark when we're doing our whole entire drive. And we have they have like little charging stations or whatever at the hotel we're at. Luckily, we obviously didn't know we were getting this car. We did not intend on this, but I'm just wondering, like, y'all people with Teslas, do you guys have this issue? Like, or in Michigan, do they just not have as many charging stations? Because it seems like they're not really that easy to find, honestly. But yeah, anyways, that's just a little update for y'all.
Nice. Oh, that's great. Nice. How's your day been? Good. Everything's good. Yeah, driving home from work now, so.
Thank you. Good morning, y'all. Okay, we're about to head to the gym here. We are up and at 'em. We have been dealing with this vlog, this whole entire vlog's gonna say, okay, why do we hate Teslas? A little bit more. No, not even that, but we got to our hotel and they had the Tesla charging things. Literally 4 spaces, and every single one of them is a non-electric car, not plugged in the parking spots. Woo! Oh my gosh. Y'all, that was such a God thing. We walked out and we were like, okay, well, worst comes to worst, we'll find another one. And is it? Yeah, it's charging. Yeah, wow. There was a couple literally leaving the car and we're like, we can stretch it. And they switched spots with us. Woo! Amazing. That was amazing. Y'all, Michigan is just something else. This is what I was telling Jay about. And he saw Detroit, he's like, What? I mean, the lakes here are just wild. I don't know if you can even hear me. It's so windy, but all right, y'all, here's the outfit of the day. I was wearing a little bit of a dressier outfit, and then Jay was like, I'm thinking you're probably gonna wanna be comfy. So I did some wide leg sweats from Lulu. Jay's got his comfy fit on too. And then I've got my Jerf Avenue top and a Lululemon Scuba. Jay always calls Abercrombie Aeropostale. We're like, where'd you get your shirt? He says Aeropostale. And it's Abercrombie.
Abercrombie, 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 Abercrombie.
Abercrombie.
Abercrombie. Say that 5 times fast.
Aeropostale, Aeropostale. Hey, you know what? If you want to shop at Aeropostale, do your thing, baby. Look what they have, y'all. Kalamazoo Candle Company. We're gonna get this pumpkin one. All right, y'all, we are headed in to, we just got some coffee, and we're headed in to look at another venue. And we just got a new candle, which I was kind of showing you guys when we were in the coffee shop. It said Kalamazoo Candle Company, which is cool. And that's where I'm from, if you didn't know that. I got an Americano. He just got an iced coffee. And we're already talking about, like, maybe we want to extend our trip just so that we don't have to drive all day, that maybe we'll fly out tomorrow. So we're gonna have to figure that out after this one for sure. Wow, it's chilly. Oh yeah. We're at a quick little lunch before heading to the airport, and got a little panini. Jay got a wrap. Is that the buffalo one? Mm-hmm. Some airport Qdoba. Good morning, y'all. We got home last night at 1:30, so I did not really even vlog when we got home, obviously, but I just wanted to properly end off this vlog and say thanks so much for watching and give you a little bit of a recap on, I think I'm going to talk more about it in my next vlog, just because we have still kind of needed to sit down and chat about everything while we were in Michigan, but overall, we have not, like, made a decision or anything. We loved both of them, and that was what was really hard. But there were pros and cons to honestly both of them that could be deal breakers and could be things that you could overlook. So we really just need to chat about that. We have 3 other trips that we're going to kind of just keep some options open, and then we'll make a decision, go from there, and then we can start the wedding planning. And the reason that we want it to be exactly what works for us, but we also don't want to go into 2025, and that was pretty much like what was going to be the problem in Michigan, is that we would need to go into 2025 if we wanted, like, the date range that we wanted for the first one that we looked at. And so they had an April one, they had some November, December, and January, and we're like, in Michigan, absolutely not, absolutely not. So it would be like looking at 2025 and keeping that option open, but we really would probably prefer not to. And then for the other one, it's just a huge venue, and we're doing a very, very small, intimate wedding. So and honestly, it's just such a hard decision. So we have to really, really sit down and talk about that, because if you have a huge venue and you have a really small wedding, obviously it kind of looks a little bit goofy. And then the date ranges, like, they had a bunch of different spots at that venue that you could do, like a lot of indoor spots, a lot of outdoor spots, and then some of, like, both. And really the date ranges kind of iffy, so we want to look at, like, the weather for those times of year. So yeah, that's kind of just where we're at, but I'll probably chat more about it once Jay and I do a little bit of a pros and cons list, guest list, and everything, see where we're at with that, but it's getting real. And it was a good little trip to just finally feel like we're kicking it off and we're getting it started. But we really wanted to like have this nailed so we can start planning, although we also didn't want to like walk away from it and say, okay, well, we're just gonna choose one because we really need to get to planning. Like, we're gonna be like, okay, we want the one that feels right, that makes sense with our timeline, that makes sense with the months that we want if we were going to do Michigan. And then also, like, we have to think about that too, like if Florida is an option. I mean, it's so hard in Florida because it's so hot, and we love like an indoor outdoor type venue. Like, we don't want it all to be inside in air conditioning. So we'll see. But yeah, it's really exciting. I love y'all. I adore y'all. And thanks so much for watching.